So, what's up, guys? I'm just gonna.
Linkin
So-
Park's Meteora
Yeah.
is the second studio album from Linkin Park. They are a new metal band, and this is what I think.
I thought they were an older band.
Sup, everyone? I just got out of the shower and I look like a human greaseball. I'm here with the one, the only, the legend himself, WWE reigning champion, top-notch guy, fantastic drummer, excellent man. We have ourselves a Mr. Bropo.
AKA Hav. Or Hav, AKA Mr. Bropo. You know how it is, man.
You all know how it is.
What's up, everyone? Hav, aka Mr. Bropo. Go check out the Mr. Bropo channel. Link in the description below. Plastered all over this channel because this is basically what this channel is for, to promote that. And, so what's going on, everyone? I'm pretty happy. Not, like, insane. I'm not, like, too happy. But I'm mildly happy about being back on this channel.
Took us 4 years to get you back here.
Yeah, don't go check out our first collaborations. What are we talking about today?
We're going to be talking about the classic nu metal album, Meteora. What I think is Linkin Park's best and probably their most influential. And since today that this video is coming out, the day that it's coming out, is the anniversary of the passing of Chester Bennington, I wanted to touch upon this album because, like, it was a very important milestone for rock music as a whole and just a giant staple of, like, the talent that Chester possessed. So rest in peace. Like,
yeah, that I'll say. That's one thing. Our other collaborations were like really goofy and weird and stuff, but this is something else we have in common, I guess, is just like really appreciating Linkin Park as a band and their music, and Chester Bennington as a musician, and the whole band as musicians. I will say, up until this year when Kobe Bryant passed away, that was definitely the most shocked I'd ever been.
yeah.
I'm real quick. I'm a huge basketball fan, so that one was very like that hit me hard. But before that, Chester Bennington's passing was like that was another one that just completely blindsided me, and I thought it was like a rumor.
Yeah, it was.
It was just so I was really just taken aback by it, and it really sucked.
It was absolutely tragic, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to look back at what I believe was Linkin Park's best work and just appreciate what we got, basically. And the album starts off with, like, the forward track, which is like an intro track that is just glass breaking, which leads into Don't Stay, which Don't Stay is one of the best examples of, like, Linkin Park's chemistry, I'd say. It's down-tuned, it's just fun, it's just Linkin Park as a whole. I really appreciate the track, personally, and I think it shows off Chester Bennington's, like, clean vocal styles and his, like, aggressive, angry, harsh tone sometimes.
Yeah, it's a really, I mean, a lot of their songs are just super memorable. I mean, it's been a little while since I've gone and listened to this album in full, but I still remember a lot of these songs so clearly. Like, they're, like, such, like they were all, like, big hits, you know? And I know some are bigger than others, some are more popular than others, but I just remember them that clearly. Like, I just immediately
every
recognize
song on the
them.
album could have been a hit. That's the thing. All of them are memorable in their own ways, and they just show, like, a band at their peak.
Yeah.
Even after Hybrid Theory's, like, massive success.
Yeah, which is another great album. I mean,
fantastic one. I've overall preferred Meteora just because I felt like it had a lot more diversity to it. Than
it does have a lot of great tracks on it.
But we'll get to that because we're kind of spoiling a little bit of the review, but that's fine. It's all fine.
Is it really, though?
It's not.
We should be wearing masks and not even hanging out.
Yeah. And it's even worse because we're in the coronavirus epicenter of the world.
Oh, God. We are not in that bad of a part, though. We're probably one of the
No,
better
we're
parts.
definitely probably one of the safest counties. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good at least. But anyway, no, Don't Stay is the first impression I got from the album, and it easily is like an ear grabber. And then it leads into the next track, Somewhere I Belong, which I believe was the first single released. I'm not entirely sure. And what a first impression, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Because Somewhere I Belong, while it's not my favorite song, my hair is... but Somewhere I Belong is, while not my favorite track off the album, it is definitely, like, it's iconic by this point.
Yeah.
Like, the chorus is just ingrained in my memory.
That's one thing. They're so good at writing a damn chorus.
Like, in hooks and, like,
yeah.
verse. They are so profound. Because I remember, like, most of the lyrics to, like, a lot of this album. And it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, Somewhere I Belong is another great song. That's such an emotional song, it feels like. It feels like it was written from somewhere, like, just somewhere deep down.
Of desperation to find a place where the person, like the narrator, can belong.
Yeah.
And it's even more heartbreaking to hear Chester Bennington say those words, especially since,
And he's unfortunately no longer with us, which is just... It's just a shame. It really is.
Yeah, that was one of the weirdest parts of my life, finding that out, because it hurt. It really did. And I feel like Chester Bennington was like putting his pain into his music. 'Cause he struggled with a bunch of substances, a bunch of mental problems, a broken like relationship with everyone. It
kind of reflects that in his music too a little bit. But we could talk about it.
We could talk about it all day, but we don't want to be here for hours, because we could do like a whole entire podcast about this. But like
we
don't think we can right now. We just want to keep it brief, straight to the point.
So next is Lying From You.
That's one of my personal favorite tracks from Linkin Park in general.
Another good one.
It hits you in the face when like you first hear it. It is such a monster of a track with Chester's screamed hook. Wanna be pushed aside, so let me go. Oh, God. It is so powerful in delivering a message that it's like I could say the same thing about every Linkin Park song, but like they're all fantastic. They're like this album is just full of gems after gems. And the next track goes, it's Hit the Floor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hit the Floor.
That one is. Oh man, that one rocks. That's such a good song.
Like it's like the down-tuned like guitars just work out so well in the beginning.
That riff is
it's so heavy. It's like
another one that's just super memorable.
Yeah. And this is probably like one of the most aggressive ones on the album.
Yeah. The hook from Chester Bennington is super, super aggressive vocals.
Yeah, and I feel like we're kind of shafting Mike Shinoda a little bit, because like he's a fantastic MC. He is really good at what he does, and while like I always thought of Linkin Park as more Bennington's, I still think that Shinoda does such a fantastic job.
Yeah, I feel like they both complement each other extremely well.
They're extremely.
I feel like, in a way, it would be hard to have one without the other.
Oh yeah,
if they did that.
They go together.
Yeah,
like, so well.
Especially with that particular project, like you can't. I don't think you could have one without the other.
No, because like when I hear solo stuff from them, for like Fort Minor or like Shinoda's solo stuff.
Yeah.
Like while it's still Shinoda, he's really talented and everything. It just doesn't feel the same without Chester, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So they're just meant for each other personally.
Yeah, musically they mesh very well together.
And Easier to Run is the next track.
It's another one that's really good.
That was like that was one of the singles. I saw like a great video about it by Rocked. It was like him going through the album, and like the whole album has like just hit after hit, and it feels like it just goes by like that. And Easier to Run complements that.
They're such powerful songs. Like they just sound so like large and epic. I feel like there's such a big sound.
And what a lot of people never realized about it is how like personal they were.
Yeah. Like
with Bennington, especially like if you dissect the lyrics. Mm-hmm. Like same with Easier to Run. Like it's just, it hits you. It really does. Mm-hmm. And Faint's next, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can go on about Faint for a long time. It's like it's Faint. Like it's so good.
This whole album's just so great.
Like Faint was like one of those tracks when you first listen to it, you know it's like this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's just so high energy. like fast tempo. It's pure Linkin Park in under 3 minutes, and it is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It just works extraordinarily well. Extraordinarily well. And
the next was Figure 9.
Figure 9, that's an alright track. I mean, it's probably my least favorite track off the album. I mean, it's just... It's good. It's great. Like, it's a good song. It flows with the album very well. But I don't come back to this one as much, and that's nothing against, like, the musicianship or anything. It's just probably, like, a bit of a nostalgia thing. But,
yeah.
And now the next track is a very personal one.
I love Breaking the Habit. It is might be my personal favorite off the album, to be completely honest.
And it's probably my personal favorite song from them.
Yeah, it's so another one that's just so emotional. You can really just feel it's like what it's trying to convey. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just,
so yeah. I can't because it's like
it's hard to say. It's very different in a way. Like
the sonic direction of this sound is a lot more alternative and electronic.
Yeah.
Like more or less using like the turntables and electronic aspects with some like clean guitars.
Yeah.
And more orchestral elements too.
Yeah.
It's a very like great like mesh of just all of those. And Chester Bennington's
his clean vocals and the clean guitar with the orchestral sounds, but then you also have like some electronic sound effects with the turntable scratching and the almost breakbeat like drum part is just makes for a very interesting mix that works.
And the bridge of the song when he's like expressing all of his feelings with the anger in his voice. It just
with the synths in the background, that's really great.
It all comes together so magnificently, and it's one of the biggest experiments they made in their entire career. And I think it panned out so well.
That one soars. That bridge, like you said, it's just.
And it's like one of the only choruses on the on the whole entire album that is clean, but I feel like it's the most powerful one.
Yeah.
Because what he's saying is so profound.
Yeah.
Because I struggle from anxiety problems and like depression, and it's like a thing where you hear what he's saying and you just kind of like relate to it, and it's like, yes, I was 13 once, but like, oh god, I got the Rona. It's just so.
It's great.
It's amazing. I could talk about this song for hours. I might do that one day, but the next track
is From the Inside.
From the Inside it was the last song I think released as a single. I'm not sure. But it was a minor hit, and it is powerful, too. And the chorus is so memorable. It's a fantastic one.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then
another interesting one is the next track is Nobody's Listening. That's another one that's very interesting.
It's unique, because it uses, like, a flute sample, and it's mainly Shinoda, who's, like, rapping the verses, and, like, his voice is sometimes panned from the right channel to the left, and back, vice versa. And it's such a unique sound because it's not really nu metal. It's more like hip hop inspired.
Yeah.
And it works wonders, especially with Chester coming in the chorus. It's definitely Linkin Park, but it's also something new, and that's what I appreciate about this album.
Yeah.
Is while it's more the same from Linkin Park, it also provides a lot more experimentation and a lot more like diversity that you wouldn't have gotten on Hybrid Theory.
That's a good point, to be honest.
That's why I prefer it, personally.
Yeah, that's a great one. And the next is Session.
Which is a all-instrumental track, basically, with the DJ, like, going ham on those records. Like, it's great. It's a great, like, sonic, like, direction that leads into the final track off the album, Numb.
I mean, really, what else can be said about that song? That's
over a billion views on YouTube.
One of their most popular, if not their most popular song that they've ever made. Such a recognizable song, an iconic one. I mean, really.
Everyone loves this track.
Maybe you don't know a lot about Linkin Park. Maybe you don't even know about Linkin Park, but
you'll know this song.
Yeah, you've probably
This song is infinitely recognizable. It's... And anyone who, like, even people who are, like, not into rock, like, anyone into, like, different genres will love this track. Because it's just, it's iconic. It's catchy. It works so well. And while it's not the best outro track, I'd say, I think it really, like, just solidifies Linkin Park.
Yeah.
It's the track that just shows that they're not a one-trick pony.
It's probably their defining one, to be honest.
It is probably their most definitive track. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I feel like with Chester Bennington and Linkin Park, they're such an amazing blend of sounds, especially coming out of an era that a lot of the music does not age well.
Definitely not.
Whether it be sonically or lyrically, it just doesn't really. A lot of things just in retrospect, they aren't as good. But I feel like Linkin Park is going to age extremely well and has already, because some of these songs are already over 10 years old.
Yeah.
So,
like, these songs, like, this came out in, like, 2003, I think. So, like, this album is older than me. What I found special about Linkin Park was how they blended two, like, seemingly opposite, like, genres and made them, like, feel so together. They combined rap and rock so efficiently that it made it, like, just seem like they were meant to be together.
yeah.
And just, it works so astoundingly well that they have inspired billions of people to start making music, billions of people to start pursuing, like, what they like, and billions of people to, like, feel for once. Like, because, like, a lot of people
Yeah.
were, like, had, like, an emotional connection with this music,
Yeah.
including me, and some nostalgia to it. In fact, I think One Step Closer from Hybrid Theory is, like, the first song I ever remember listening to. Which is, like, profound to think about how much Linkin Park and Chester Bennington have impacted my life
Yeah.
as a whole. Because I grew up with this. And it's disheartening to think that the person who created it is just... he's with the angels. And just want to say to anyone, if any of you are having a personal problem or, like, struggling with something serious, I implore you to seek help, because I've been in a place like that before, and it's, like, it's not good, and it feels hopeless. It feels like everything is just gonna all fall down, but there is an upside. There is hope, and you'll find it through, like, a therapist, a psychiatrist, anyone, or just talking to somebody that you respect or know. Because, as Chester Bennington once put, who cares if one more light goes out? I do. Thank you for coming here. That was smooth, right?
You, yeah, frickin' cornball. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That is our review and discussion video about Meteora by Linkin Park. Really solid album. I mean, when it comes to blending rap and rock, what's your next best option?
Besides, like, Rage Against the Machine, you know?
Freaking Limp Bizkit. Like, seriously.
Because I'm not doing it for that nookie, or that cookie.
Goodbye.